Welcome into the Supporters Gaming League Season 10.5 Cup on. We are here on a beautiful Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Just over a month now until the World Cup as the hype is building here. But the hype has been on fire for this one as we have the debut of Wonderwall Black taking on a mainstay in the Premiership last season, LaCinco12, a team that is going to bring a lot of firepower that we'll talk about here in a few minutes before we do our pregame. But throwing it up to Andrea to talk about what was last night's fire. We had 2 Game 7s, and we also had Andrea's team getting things done in a hurry. Andrea, you want to talk a little bit about your matchup before we get going tonight?
I believe we had Dallas Burn just barely make it through against Steel Army in a Game 7 banger where, I mean, it really did look like the battle for the top of the league. I mean, I did get to see a little bit of that, and that was pretty cool. While I was like watching my own team and really freaking out over that, because what we had going in our game was a lot closer than it looks. We had, I think, 4-minute overtime in our first game. We were running close games almost all 4. And we were, for the first time, able to get past FSD Azul. I think since we've had the new core to our team last year, this is the first time we've ever beat FSD Azul, because they've just had our number. So yeah, it was really nice to win that. And I'm also excited for tonight to see a new team. That's going to be a great thing to see.
Oh, 100%. You see Wonderwall Black coming in. We'll talk about that here in a second. Dallas Burn got through. Knox 6 carried the kids, as we may say. Skyline, the captain, throwing out a near-perfect roster in a matchup of 2 teams that seem to be playing really well. Dallas Burn books their place in the upper final, looking to see who they're going to face between Los Verdes and EC Defiance. And obviously looking at your team, EC Eternal, waiting on that game too, who you guys are going to take on in the quarterfinal action. What are you looking for in that championship bracket as you're looking to get going in that lower quarterfinal?
I mean, I think most likely Los Verdes next, and then, I mean, I'm looking forward to, I hope Steel Army wins out. I want a rematch. I think that would be like the sort of best, coolest way to go. And then, I don't know, maybe we either play, God, Dallas Burn would be difficult, but EC Defiance would be great. We know them pretty well. That would be a really fun one. So I think we're looking forward, and I think we'll go pretty far.
Hop into the Premiership 10.5 tournament going on. Another banger last night. We talked about Game 7s that just had it all. A crazy matchup that I think everybody maybe expected could obviously see in a lower part of the rounds if it wasn't for how this draw happened. But Rebellion, who was the championship winners from last year, taking on KC Cauldron. I think Rebellion, I did their first game, and they played so well against Chrome, and they were just literally on edge as they fell in overtime of Game 7 to KC Cauldron 4-3. That was just such a great game. And Andrea, you talked about it just a second ago. 2 Game 7s back-to-back following yours. What was it like watching those Game 7s last night?
Well, the Rebellion is a team that I really thought would be able to go pretty far in the Prem, because it always did feel like when they were in the championship, they almost didn't belong there. Like, they just were so far ahead of everybody. And I think you see in that result against KC Cauldron, there is a little bit of that. They sort of belong a little bit better than they did in the championship. They're kind of on the bubble a little bit, but they had a really good showing in those first rounds. It's really sad that they kind of lost in one of those Game 7 sort of like really close matches and are out now.
We talk about exciting action and one I've been waiting for all week. Wonderwall Black getting their debut in the Premier League here just momentarily. A squad that is built of a couple top stars. We're going to see my Dubs teammate take to the field tonight. Turnt getting it going. We have Quack, Vigil, Wham. It's a lineup where there's unknowns how it's going to mix together, but I've heard nothing but chemistry. I've heard nothing but experience, guys that have gotten some experience playing in some other leagues, and they're going to be taking on a team in LaCinco12, where Runsao, 51 goals last year. He was 4th in the league. Palace consistent with scoring with 40 goals. 9-5 last year for LaCinco12. A lot of those games really close, but here we go. Andrea, lighten things up here with Game 1.
And indeed, we are in. And it's a good kickoff from from LaCinco12 a little bit rusty on the commentary, but we're gonna get to see our first look at Wonderwall Black, a new group of players. I think some of them have played in SGL so far. Can you confirm that?
Some of the guys have been a part of SGL before. Turnt, he's a part of the MLE side. He plays in one of the top divisions with the Bears over there. Vigil, a player we saw last season. Kazar having to get that first save. You see how instrumental Kazar is. One of those guys that's just so experienced at a high level. It's going to be interesting to watch his run south, puts it in the back of the net. Perfect pass off the back wall. Looks like he put it off to himself. Dished it, nobody home in the back end for a 1-0 lead here really early for LaCinco12.
Absolutely, and one thing I do know is, I mean, you have to talk a little bit about Kazar and just how much of sort of a menace he was towards the end of that season when they added him. Just, he did some nasty shit, and we might see some of that tonight, and that'll be exciting.
Yeah, we unfortunately found the other end of that last season. We were the first team that played against him, and we knew how good we thought he was, and it's hard to say, but he was exactly true to form. Exactly what you can see. Vigil, look at that beautiful rotation. They're not able to do anything with it as Vigil gets the awkward touch from Kazar. Kazar looked to play it again and knocked it right off of Vigil, who with the perfect 50 ties it up just over a minute here in the first game.
Love a good aerial 50, just in the right place, right the right time, posts up, and I mean, they're sort of getting the pressure on in that play, and I mean, it pays off.
I think every time I've talked, there's going to be a goal, so we're going to hold on here just a second to make sure. Doing a little chat, looking here, we have a Difo out at Lumen Field tonight, host of some of the World Cup's games this season. Heard some pretty funny stories, maybe for a different kind of commentary. I'll save that one for a different day, but I saw today on the Reddit. But this shot from Kazar knocked away by Turnt. Kazar's going to cause some trouble. Passes it in, runs out, hits it to the corner.
Absolutely. This might be a good shot, but just in the right place. And we're seeing a little bit more back and forth, and we're at 1-1, and this is sort of a settling in game, although after saying that, I feel like somebody's going to score.
Settle in on that one. Vigil, I think you said it just a few minutes ago, sniped it from the midfield. All power, all distance, nice speed. 69 miles an hour, finds its home in the back of the net.
Yeah, there's a beautiful little tap, just good placement. I mean, we're seeing some pretty good stuff. I mean, that 50 earlier was a very awesome thing to witness. Mesmer making the save.
Out playing some slow play here. Quack gets the 50. He's able to knock it away. Gets away from Kazar. Quack finds the other end of it. Passes to himself down the field. I think I'm now 3 of 4. Every time I'm jumping in, there's a goal happening within seconds. Kazar awkward off the wall. Quack takes advantage for his second goal, and this Wonderwall Black team finds itself up 3-1, 2:43 here in game 1.
I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think Wonderwall Black is definitely announcing themselves in this league. They play pretty quick so far. I mean, obviously 3 goals in 2.5 minutes, but I don't know. Things are very quickly back and forth between these two as we go into our 3rd minute pretty soon. Well, we're in our 3rd minute.
Maz talked about it when we were doing our little pregame discussion, see what we're going to be talking about today. And one thing he talked about this Wonderwall, he's been hearing about chemistry. It's just so huge having chemistry, and you usually don't see that from a team in their first game, but you're certainly seeing it from this Wonderwall Black squad.
Well, do we know how often these players play with each other before SGL?
Honestly, no idea. This team came about just a couple weeks ago to my knowledge, but I guess the more length and more time you get playing together, and everyone has to play and get that chemistry, and it's easier said than done.
Ooh, Mesmer or Devin. Mesmer is Devin, as Maz has told us. Slips that in for a nice little goal to make this 3-2, get a little closer. What is LaCinco12 looking for in these last 2 minutes to sort of like turn things around?
I think they're actually playing pretty well. You know, this is one of those games, I'm going to give this a commentator's curse. It feels like this is a series that can have some length to it. as Kazar takes out Vigil, and they may get a chance here, but Vigil is able to recover right on the spawn. I think this is one of those things where they just need to rely on Kazar, but I think the way that Wonderwall Black plays, they're going to be spotting him, and I think that's going to be something they're going to have to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, we have like this really quick play from both teams, and they both seem to be able to keep up with each other pretty well. So we might see a long series, but at the same time, we could also just see a 4-0. There's really no way of knowing so far.
I did my prayer this morning that I wouldn't see a 4-0, so we're just going to hope for that the best.
They happen. They happen a lot.
Yeah, easier said than done on some of them. We look at last night's games. We had 2 Game 7s for those of y'all just joining in, hoping for more cinema, as we love to say here, some cinema action here, Rocket League. Here's Supporters Gaming League. We're in the upper bracket of the Premier League, actually. I've been saying championship too much, but Premier League of season 10.5, and 30 seconds to go. This LaCinco12 team is going to need to find some answers.
Yeah, they have time, but not much time. They got to start getting an attack going right now, as Runzao is going to try to put that center, but I mean, it's just staying in the corner now. They need to speed things up. That ball is not fast enough either. Vigil's just going to quickly get to that. It's in the corner. It's slow. Runzao has no boost.
Oh, that was a
Kazar's going to get that.
50.
Oh.
Tremendous 50 there in the corner, keeping it all the way upfield, and this LaCinco12 squad finds itself down to 1-0 to the newcomers. Wonderwall Black showing us that the newcomers are here to play, here to stay. 1-0 lead here after game 1, and you look at the defense at Wonderwall Black. Look at those saves across the board. 3 from Turn, 2 from Quack, 1 from Vigil, and then just an offensive play there where they played smart upfield offensive action.
Absolutely, and yeah, I mean, you look at the saves on LaCinco12, 1 each, a little bit more going in. Obviously, they lost, so into game 2, I'm wondering if we see any subs. We don't really know anything about Wonderwall Black. Are they going to substitute a lot? Are they going to keep the same line? I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's always an interesting mix when you get these new teams on how they like to do things. A lot of the teams, we see teams taking advantage. I think one of those things last night we saw is multiple teams throwing multiple lineups out there. The Dallas Burn, we played pretty much different 2 to 3 players almost every single game. I know the game on the other side with the Rebellion, they were subbing in and out, and you didn't see that very much in Season 10. I like seeing it in Season 10.5. Again, those just joining us, we are in Season 10.5, which is a little bit more bracket-style play. This is the upper bracket of the Premier League here between Wonderwall Black and LaCinco12. Best of 7. We have no subs either side. We're going to just get going here.
Yeah. We do have the same Vigil, Quack, and Turnsky, so I wonder if this is sort of how they plan on getting this done. Do they have like a specific one that they'll make subs every once in a while, but this is really the main line, or are they just trying to go with what won in the first game?
Yeah, I talked all this stuff about how great it is to see all these players getting opportunities and mixing and matching and just same 3, and based on some of the conversations, we may see a lot of the same 3 throughout this tournament. Winner of this one is going to wait FSD Chrome and El Matador. I am so excited for that game. That game, I believe, is going to take place tomorrow night. Both teams looking to book their spot in the upper final, and those are 2 teams that are going to be dangerous.
I kind of understand that mentality, especially since you get 2 chances and you're out. You could be gone in literally 2 games in this format, so it kind of makes sense to play your best. I know on my team we tend to want to have everybody play at least 1 game for our matches, but that's not sort of what everybody is gonna go for, and it does look like we have the same line on this one, and we always try to like sort of react and choose different people based on what's going on, and that's beautiful from Kazar.
Yeah, we talk about people choosing what's going on. A 50 went in the air. Vigil and Quack both look awkward, and Kazar walks in, says, "I'll take them cookies," and walks right out the door with a goal. Another goal here, a minute into this one for LaCinco12. They take their 1-0 lead as they trail in the series 1-0. And you talk about teams wanting to play everybody. I mean, shoot, we had our boy Pico David getting in some game action last night, and I just have to say, Pico got a goal. He scored on debit. I don't know what else you can say about that.
Hey, a Difo got a goal too.
Oh,
You did great.
Difo, who's been in the chat, he's at Lumen Field here tonight. Shout out to him. He was going through security a couple minutes ago. Always appreciate people tuning in. And what a save from Vigil. Runs out, unable to take advantage. Turnt gets the snipe, and it's knocked away by Devin. Mesmerizing. Sorry, I had to say it. Mesmerizing us with a little defense.
It is a very good pun.
We may use it multiple times tonight.
A little freaking with the okie doke for Mesmer there real quick. Just jumps in the air.
Oh.
And, ooh. Nice from
That's
Quack.
just such a beautiful shot. Quack puts it up. Vigil got a free shot, but he wasn't able to get control. Turnt's going to take a look, but Kazar says, nah, not today.
Runs out, centering this ball. Quack is able to just knock it up. This is a lot better.
Oh, I was just about to say, I really like the way that this one's playing out. There's a lot more team play. The teams are a little bit more comfortable with how they're going to play. This one seems pretty fun.
Yeah, LaCinco12 responding with at least going up early here as well. So we could be looking at a pretty long series here as runs out just sort of like driving with the ball, gets it taken away from him. Kazar in the air. What can Mesmer do with it? He does not hit it, but that fake might be something if runs out, who does not push that Quack through the middle. Vigil can't do anything with it. And, Kazar just has an open net. And he decides to style with it.
I don't even know what happened. Oh, we got all three caught up field, and Kazar able to outrun Quack, even though he was low on the beans. Doubles up the tally, 216 here to go in game 2.
Yeah, you didn't even have to dribble that on his nose. He could have just shot. He did that for the style points.
Look, I have to guide it in. Open goals scare me to death, so I gotta make sure that's in the back of the net.
That is fair. As Quack is gonna push that up. Turnsky starting an attack down the center. Kazar has it. That's centered, but runs out. Makes a shot from distance. And he's kind of given that.
Yeah, looking at that one, another one of those ones where the camera kind of turned away right as I was looking to see where the shot in the defense was going to be, and Turnt kind of got caught down the sidelines. Vigil was caught up field, and just kind of an easy snipe shot from the other side of the field, and tripling them up here, 3-0 lead as they're trailing 1-0.
At first it seems like a nice pass from Vigil, but he has nobody in the area. He's centering it, but nobody seems to be aware that it's centered, and it leads to the goal from LaCinco12, who are sort of running away with this game too.
Yeah, different look here from Wonderwall Black. They haven't been as clean, and look at this passing play. Oh, yep, I love it. Runs out, finds a perfect pass from Kazar. 4-0. They are all over Wonderwall Black on this one as LaCinco12 looks to even up this series.
Yeah, splits the defender and just beautiful passing play from them. There, I mean, it's so simple, but it's so hard to do, to find the right pass there, and he finds it. So
I don't know how we need to do it, but we have a Difo posting his selfie from inside Lumen Field. We got to get this into the screen at some point. I don't know if Maz can make that happen between games or not, just for a shout out, but I appreciate him tuning in live from Lumen Field.
I'm just going to be sad when we don't have MLS for a couple months, because honestly, I have more fun watching my MLS team than I do World Cup, but I mean, World Cup will be fun.
Yep.
I love my Sounders.
Nope, I hear you. I was a low-key Sounders fan for a little bit, or FC Dallas, but I like the Sounders a little bit. I'm going to hurt some feelings here. I actually own a Sounders jersey.
I'm wearing a Sounders jersey as Mesmer, pushing that forward, and this is a little bit of a route for our game too.
Yeah, what I like about this one, there's been such good passing play from this LaCinco12 team. Runs out with just a perfect pass to Devin. Devin's gonna hit that 100 times out of heaven, out of 100 as he goes into the net. Just has an easy shot. Turnsky, oh my.
Wait, what?
Turnt, man. Turnt pulled his inner anomaly and gave that ball a cold. My goodness, he's gonna hear about that for a while.
I mean, he didn't have to hit it, but yeah, it is a little bit of a funny play there. And I mean, we have 5-1. I mean, there's a possibility of a comeback.
No,
it's
no.
it's very low.
I don't know which one's crazier, you talking about a comeback or you saying that the World Cup is not as good as MLS, but we're going to talk about both of those.
Commentators are supposed to make stories. As Tursky is gonna turn it around here. Mesmer going for another shot, and it is well and truly over here as we count down from 30. And it runs out. It's just gonna put the nail in the coffin. They have 1 second for that Brazil. Just trying to create more stories.
Yeah, you know what's kind of, you talk about storylines, but actually joking aside, looking at the gameplay, Wonderwall Black, they played such a clean game 1 where you're like, man, this chemistry is amazing. This game 2 has just been far from when it comes to chemistry for a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And everybody's gonna have off days. I wouldn't say that this means that LaCinco12 is just gonna like sweep the next two or any next three or anything like that. But yeah, we're even, and we'll see where this goes.
Just an offensive onslaught as we're going to be changing up servers here going to game 3. Look at how many shots they had. 14 shots, 6 goals for LaCinco12. Run Sal with the hat trick. Kazar, 2 goals, 2 assists. And Devin coming up on 5 shots, getting one of them to hit the back of the net as that last one was able to graze in. And you look at the other side, Quack with the only tally for Wonderwall Black. We talk about chemistry, but Andrea, what are you looking for them to get back for it here in game 3?
I mean, I just think better defense, like and more pressure. I feel like LaCinco12 sort of settled into, I mean, what we expect from them. They kind of were they had better team chemistry in that game 1, and I feel like we saw it a little worse team chemistry from Wonderwall Black there. They just had a few of those beautiful combo plays in the first game that they just weren't able to bring, and on the other side, LaCinco12 had, I mean, that little dink and dunk ground passing that we saw in that one goal is like a perfect example of just great combo play.
Looking to see if we're going to have any subs. Nothing so far. Looks like servers back up. I'm trying to join in as we get kicked off here in game 3.
Here. Oh, we were on our way in. We could have just, well, I guess we're paused.
Well, we have a little latency issue. Not sure servers. Looks like we're going to unfortunately have to get a restart here due to the wrong server being used here for game 3.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I'm glad that ball didn't go in then, because that would have been somewhat unfair.
Like all problems in life, I think we just have to blame Turnt. Turnt is usually the problem. Yeah, if you miss in your next match, just say it's Turnt's fault. It usually is. All right, looks like we are back up as we're going to be joining game 3. LaCinco12, Wonderwall Black tied at 1. Wonderwall Black, the new kids on the block. They have a team in the championship that's playing well as well.
And I do feel like we could see a game 7 here, and I am excited for that.
All right, here we go. Game 3, getting it going. Looks like we're going to have Quack going up against Run Sal. Run Sal takes the best of that one, but it goes right to Vigil in the side. Looking for a redirect off the top, but Devin knocks it right away into the corner.
And once again, no subs. Neither team, after losing or winning, has decided to change anybody. And I guess we just have decided that this game is so close, we need our core. And that does make sense.
Yeah, and sometimes it could be, you don't know if it's one of those things where they're all here and just they're sticking with the same group, or not everybody's a play tonight. We don't really get a match fit sheet as Vigil looks to get one, but runs out, knocks it away as he's going to take control in the corner. He has Devin in the middle. Kazar also looking for it. Kazar plays carefully and backs off. Kazar is going to take a shot, gets 50 by Quack. Quack sends one awkward, runs out with no beans, able to knock it away.
That is good play with no boost, to just be able to make the simple, like, post-up play. And, I mean, a little bit better for Wonderwall Black so far. I feel like I'm going to commentator's curse that, but we are seeing them put a little bit more pressure on.
Yeah, both pressure, both playing a lot more offensively. Great 50 there from Vigil, but Turnsky turns away from it.
Why
Smartly
does he turn
does.
away?
Oh, it was so smart because
Oh,
Kazar was going to have an open shot if he didn't. That was a great decision. A 50 he probably wasn't going to be able to knock away.
yeah.
I hate
that's
to give him credit, but I got to.
that's what makes me SGL championship because I'm so aggressive. I would I would try to 50 that. Absolutely.
Oh, I hear ya. I'm mechanically challenged, but Devin is not, as this one finds its home. Another great 50 from Kazar. Kazar, right place, right time, upside down, flips around the loop-de-loop as Devin hits it in the back of the net, and the roses burst all over the goal in his celebration. Another opening goal for LaCinco12.
Yep, and they are sort of running away with this at the moment. I mean, they had early pressure against them, and they weathered it, and they get their goal, and we'll see what's for the rest of us.
Yeah, another
Mesmer making an
dangerous
attack.
triple commit!
Oh,
Runsau on a great fake. I'm going to have to see the replay on who that one came from. Devin hit it into the corner. Devin faked it. Vigil thinks he's shooting.
yeah.
Unable to get the save and knocks it into his own net.
I absolutely thought Devin was taking that one time off of the wall, and instead he leaves it for his teammate, and I think he confuses the two defenders there who have to sort of reset and can't make it there.
Oh,
That's a
great
good
save from
save.
Vigil, but he's not able to get the second one as he knocked it at his own teammate. I think it was Quack out in the middle. Nothing he can do about it. Just a beautiful save, but runs out, pokes it in. 3-0 lead with 3 minutes to go in Game 3.
They have them backwards driving and back flipping and all around the place and no boost. They are just sort of like taking them out of sorts, but Quack will not let that stand.
Speaking of out of sorts, Quack would have none of it. Great patience as he got up to the ball. You see him feather that boost right at the end. Perfect placement. Gives to the Wonderwall Black team, this Minnesota United, the Loons, a little bit of hope here in Game 3.
Let's see if that'll be a little bit of a motivation for them to like turn this around and get the momentum here as Vigil pushing up. Kazar, weak shot.
I like that from Kazar is just the way that he has the confidence. Every single chance he's making the right move. He's putting his teammates in the right position. You see here a little bit of communication trouble, maybe right as we talked about that commentator curse, but again, Kazar there with a great 50.
And that's nice from Turnsky, who can't quite get it past Runzow. Whack,
Oh,
putting it
man.
up for his teammate. Ah, that's a really good read, though.
Great opportunity, turn, low beans. Can't really do anything with it. Quack puts it in a dangerous position, but runs out, knocks it away. Good play by Vigil. Vigil's going to try to stick with it. Makes the bump on Devin. Turn, looking for the pass, sends it straight up and top wall. Great pass from Turns.
Oh.
Knocked away by Runs out as Quack's unable to get it. Kazar looking to add a fourth. He sets up his teammate, but no, it's Turnt knocking it away. And an open goal for Quack. My goodness, look at this comeback.
Absolutely. And you think that LaCinco12 is going to shut it down and get another goal here, and Quack says, nah. Nah, I'm going to take a
Give me
shot from
some
back here.
Cinema. 3-0, 3-2 real quick in a 1-1 series. Wonderwall Black not going away quietly.
Absolutely not. And Quack has been a big part of it here. He has had some great plays from up top in these last couple minutes.
Oh, looking for the pinch there. Pinch knocked away by, looked like runs out. Gonna go 50 on Vigil. Vigil takes the low road. Quack knocks it away, gets it past Devin. Oh,
that's good from
Kazar
Kazar,
able
though.
to look at it. Man, almost the save. I didn't get a look on who that was. Kazar knocks it off of Vigil into the back of the net, doubles up the lead. 2-goal lead is back with 1:15 to play.
Yeah, Vigil just can't quite get it back there on the backboard. And it ends up just being an easy shot for Kazar, who set up a really nice play there. That's great! Oh my
Oh
god!
my goodness. Get out the dollar bills because we're going off the post.
It was a beautiful passing shot, just slightly off. Quack's got to do something here. He can't do it. Runzo can't quite get it in.
All three over in the corner. Vigil looked like he got the full boost, was able to get away from Turnt. Turnt goes for the pinch. It looks awkward. He sends it straight up in the air.
They got to start scoring now. They got 40 seconds to score 2 goals. What can they do? Kazar going for a shot. Quack is able to save it, but they got to get it upfield.
Quack's
It's
taken
too
out
slow.
by Devin. Kazar sends it back in the middle. Vigil trying to get something going. 25 seconds left. Quack, good control with the flick. But it's Runsell sending it back to midfield. 19 seconds, 2 goals needed, 2 kills, 2 down, but no goals for Wonderwall Black as they're unable to take advantage as there were 2 demos upfield.
It's all too slow towards the end here, and that's sort of the end of it. It's over. We got 2-1 LaCinco12.
Just felt like one of those games that Wonderwall was taking some momentum, and the momentum was swept away once again by LaCinco12. LaCinco12 now the 2-1 lead here in the best of 7 series. Another offensive onslaught, another double-digit shot production for LaCinco12. This time it's Runsal with 2 goals. What is Wonderwall going to need to do, Andrea, to get back in this one? How are they going to be able to get that momentum back?
Well, for a few seconds, it felt like they were under control. It feels like they just need to do the same thing, but sort of finish the job next time. And maybe from the beginning as well, because, I mean, they just ran out of time. It didn't feel like if they had 5 minutes, they were absolutely screwed. They probably could have made those two more shots or goals up, but yeah, I mean, they didn't have that time, and so everything just sort of ended.
Yeah, it seemed like one of those games LaCinco12 really turned up the heat, played fast. They survived that onslaught like you talked about from that first kind of maybe 45 seconds that Wonderwall seemed to be playing really good offensively. You see an awkward touch on the replay from Quack as we're watching some highlights on our screen with the stats up on y'all's. We talk about Quack, 2 goals on 3 shots and a save, led his team with 496 points, almost the 500-pointer as Runsau did that on his side, 3 saves. 2 shots and 2 goals for LaCinco12. Now up 2-1 as we head into what is a very, very crucial Game 4 in a 2-1 series. It is really tough to come back when you get down 3-1.
Absolutely. Quack has been really good so far. If they can turn this around, I think he's the key. And I just want to see more of him as we go forward in SGL this season and next season. He's been a really fun watch as Kazar trying something crazy there. Can't quite get it. Goes for the 50.
Laughing as you're talking. You want to see more of him as he gets demoed, and Kazar almost finds the back of the net, and right on cue, it's Quack getting back into the play with a crucial save.
Yeah, he's just saying, fuck it, I'll do it myself for a second there, and almost gets it in.
No beans upfield. Quack gets the full awkward touch in the
Quack
middle. Kazar
doing?
gonna have a chance. Turnt puts it in the middle. Dangerous play. Wonderwall
And that's
Black
good from
almost
Vigil.
giving that away.
That's good from Vigil. They can put the pressure on now. But it's still in the corner. They need to get it out of there. Runzow going to be able to keep it in that corner. And, I mean, it is still, 0-0. We don't have sort of time economics here that we have to worry about. But, yeah, I think LaCinco12 is keeping the heat up. Quack trying something a little crazy on defense.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things here that we're not seeing from Wonderwall Black is just that kind of team play that we're getting from LaCinco12. And what team play is in keeping the ball, controlling the ball, not just hitting it upfield and looking for those passes when you can. Wonderwall Black just doesn't seem to have that passing consistency, and that may just be because they're new. Again, they played great in Game 1, and LaCinco12 has stepped up to take Games 2 and 3, and they're just going to have to find that again.
I would like to highlight it. We just did see some good passing play from Wonderwall Black. It just, there was a whiff from Visual, but yeah, Runzow takes the easy shot. They're all a little bit out of sorts, and yeah, this is 1-0. LaCinco12 continuing their streak of just getting in front early.
Yeah, third straight game. Now they've won all 3 games where they score first. We'll see if that streak continues. If it does, I don't want to say the lights are out, but the lights are certainly getting dim, and they're getting dimmer by the second as Runsell tallies his second. This one with a great pass from Devin Awkward touch from Turn. Turn puts it right in the middle, and runs out, says thank you very much. Runs home to make it a 2-0 game here. 3:09 in game 4.
Runzow's having an awesome game. I think he might have actually. Has he scored more than Kazar tonight? I kind of want to see those numbers later because it's been mostly him. Vigil keeping this close. That's good combo play.
You look right there. That one was
this
a great
nice
50. Oh, absolutely. Two-one game. 3:03 to go. They got close in
Nice from Vigil.
game 3 as well. We'll see what happens here. 2-1 game. Anybody's game. Still early.
Yeah, they have a lot more time to deal with it now. Quack gonna try to go for that. Mesmer is able to sort of like knock him out here. Vigil gonna take a shot. It's all over though. Runs out, taking a shot.
Awkward
touch.
Oh my god! Oh, you hate to see it. That's the hat trick you hate to see, but toss the hats on the ice. Runs out, got beautiful. It. Kazar tried to steal it. He wanted to keep his hat.
Kazar wanted that. Kazar wanted the steal.
And you know what's funny is watching Devin in the chat talking farming assist off his own passes. We've seen that actually a lot this game. Guys following up those quarter touches, getting good touches off the corners and following up with a goal.
Absolutely. That could be good from Turnsky. Vigil! Oh my
gosh!
Wonderful save off the backboard from Runzau. And we nearly had a game within one again.
Every time Wonderwall thinks they have something, it's LaCinco12 saying you have nothing and you're going to like it.
Vigil has to make a nice save there too. So, I mean, LaCinco12 also getting a lot of pressure. Vigil's going to take a shot. It's to the side. Turnsky has to do something with it. He needs to turn around. He gets the 50.
Great, good fake, but no beans, not able to do anything, and runs out with the shot down the field.
Uh-oh.
Runs out, misses the net. That one was a tough angle. Turn unable to clean it away as it still runs out's ball.
Mesmer, shot, or Devin. That's going to take a while to get used to. Oh, no. Runs out with 4.
4 goals. This one came in from another pass from Kazar. It's been the Runzal show. I'm just here. I got my tickets off of SeatGeek to watch this one.
I came in thinking it was
goals.
Yeah. I came in thinking it was going to be the Kazar show. Turns out it's the Runzal show.
Yeah, Kazar's a nasty player, but man, Runzal just finding the back of the net often.
I mean, what he's done so good is he's just taking it when it's easy, you know? And he has been like almost 100% on those easy shots, those open nets, you know? And sometimes that shit can be hard because like there's so much pressure on you. And Kazar's that's a nice push up. There's just some great passing from LaCinco12 here. Oh my god.
It's not over yet. 2 goals as Vigil gets his second.
It is back on, and that was beautiful off the ceiling.
Maz saying it was all over for Wonderwall, but they are not singing Wonderwall just yet. 2 goals in under a minute. We've seen crazy things. I'm not saying it. 5 goals was crazy earlier, but 2 goals is not impossible.
Absolutely not. 5 goals was possible. It was 4,
you know
by
what?
the way. It was
I
4.
haven't drank that
it
much
was
yet.
4. It was 4.
It's funny you talk about a 5-goal. We were doing some warm-ups last night. Knocksticks spotted us a 5-goal lead and decided to play by himself and almost brought it back in a 1v2 last night. So you know what? I've lost those before.
I have made comebacks that big in ranked 1s before. So you know what? If it's possible, it's possible.
We talk a great comment here from the chat. Kazar might be the most technically gifted, but this is Runzal's team. At least tonight, it's Runzal's show here in Game 4. 4 goals.
And once again,
almost making it 5, but Kazar,
Kazar,
absolute robbery.
That is daylight robbery there from Kazar. Oh my god.
He says nobody scores 5 on my own team. I'm taking this goal. as he takes it. LaCinco12 up 3-1 on Wonderwall Black. It's just been one of those series where, you know what's good? It's kind of crazy is I feel like Wonderwall was right there for multiple parts of that match, but man, the Runzal show another double-digit shot performance, and look at this. He almost did it on his own. 9 shots. Just what are you talking? What do you see from Runzal there?
9 shots is crazy. He's just taking it when he sees an open net. Anytime there's a possibility of a shot, he's able to make it, and it's been so accurate. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, he's just been the guy tonight. He's that guy.
Yeah. What I like about this LaCinco12 team is all of their goals are assisted, and this is just one of those teams that you said it. There were some just awesome passing plays in the middle of that game that just seemed to turn up the heat on Wonderwall Black.
Yeah, and I'm looking at these replays, and most of the goals that LaCinco12 have, they're not like the crazy shit that we are expecting from Kazar. It's just great passing, and then Runzal sees an opportunity and just takes it.
Difo said he's going to sing Wonderwall if they can pull this out. They have a lot of work to do in a 3-1 game as they lost that game, a game 4 5-2 with just an onslaught from Runzal. I mean, I think it's going to be one of those things that we saw a little bit of improved chemistry, but they're going to need to turn up the heat offensively if they want to get back in this.
I left college dorms. You best not be breaking out that guitar.
Oh, dear. All right, here we go. Game 5 underway. Turn to push one upfield, but Kazar knocks it away. Vigil, soft touch. He goes in the air. He's met by Kazar. Kazar with a goal-saving play. Seemed like a simple one, but he was there up to meet it at its highest point, preventing any sort of 50 craziness.
And that's nice from Turnt there, but Runzal able to get in the way. Vigil, weird little back hit, and that nearly leads to a goal for Devin.
I don't even know where Turnt came from. Turnt with a miracle jump across the field for a great save. Could easily be another LaCinco12 opening goal.
Yeah.
They've done it now 3 times in a row. They're trying to make it 4.
Runzal nearly gets another.
Nobody has boost on this Wonderwall.
I mean, Quack able to make his no boost count.
I feel like I'm watching my
my
early gold days here on some of these plays.
I feel like I'm watching my. I mean, I'm not going to say that because
I'm mechanically challenged. I'll admit it. I know.
I was about to say early bronze days, but that's too mean. I was bronze for a very long time, though. Turnsky with a beautiful shot, and I hope Adifo's getting his guitar ready. He has put it on record. If they come back, he's playing Wonderwall on the Discord. So you know what? I'm going to put on the Wonderwall Black jersey. I know we're supposed to be partial here from commentating, but I got to hear some tunes. And I like me some Wonderwall. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to conditionally take back anything I said about bronze or gold here because they do have the lead. This is much better from them. Turnsky not with the boost, though. They are getting boost starved, but maybe they can do something with less boost here as Kazar going to go up for something. Runzal has
memory of a goldfish, and Maz may need to chime in here, but I believe Wonderwall Black had the first goal in the first game. So we've had the team with the first goal win all 4 of our games so far. Will that trend continue?
That seems statistically very likely, right? It's one of those things that's like, well, that makes sense. And, that could have been really dangerous if LaCinco12 had somebody there, though. Black needs to do something with this, and he's able to. Well, like Adifo said, be like goldfish, so maybe you're doing it right.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, what a shot! What a save! Vigil with the save, Turnt with the save, Quack looked for beans, but nothing was home. No bread for him in the corner.
And LaCinco12 needs to pull something out here and get something going, or else we're just going to be looking at a boring little back and forth, nothing happening, and that favors the team that's up. Kazar doing something with it, but it's not exactly accurate.
I think he was passing to Devin. Devin was there, but Devin got knocked out of the play, and that pass was nasty if it was going to hit Devin.
Absolutely. Vigil pushing up. What's he able to do on the corner? He sort of goes away from it.
Yeah,
Quack
they
turning away from it too.
one
I
of the
mean,
most
maybe
dangerous things to do. Yep, exactly what you're saying. Playing defensive.
yeah, maybe a defensive playstyle works for them when they're up like this, though. I mean, crazier things have been true. I could see them sort of sitting back, and I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy to me to see them just keep a 1-0 lead. I mean, I'm gonna commentators curse that, but it is
It's
possible.
almost like you want this to be a tie game. You don't want to hear someone singing
No,
Wonderwall.
no, I want more games. I don't want a 4-game series. Or it would be five. It would be five, but still.
The only thing
Also,
I
I
would
do
take,
not want to hear Wonderwall.
I always accept overtime, so overtime is accepted around in these parts.
Do you have
Quack
any
with
idea
the
where the whole
shot.
Wonderwall thing came from for Minnesota United? Oh,
I don't. I just know it's their team, their fan section. Is turns up the heat with another goal. This one,
oh,
Quack
that's a
cleaning out the
beautiful demo.
pass. Kazar usually comes up with those, but Turnt was able to slot it behind him. Turnt is a sniper with those kinds of shots. I've seen him to have those shots all the time. I always will find the middle person blocking the goal 100% of the time, but Turnt finding the open side of the net right behind Kazar.
That's
Oh
a
my
lovely demo.
goodness!
Oh shit!
Runs out. One right in the middle, right off the post, and that would have certainly turned up the heat on Wonderwall to hold this 2-0 lead.
What is Kazar doing though? Not exactly able to take that off. Oh, it was a lovely demo from Quack as well, who just like sort of just destroys the goalkeeper, would I think be the correct way to see it. Um, so, yeah, I mean, I wish we could do that in real soccer.
Yeah, you know, I saw a team do that. Oh, Finn, 1-goal deficit with 29 seconds to play. You saw it with a soft, absolutely beautiful touch. And the most dangerous thing is 2 guys on defense without any boost. 29 seconds to go. Can they complete the dramatic comeback?
Absolutely. And Wonderwall just needs to lock this down. Lock this down. Keep it out of that net. They need to play time. Mesmer pushing up, and they're already getting that pressure on. That goes right across goal. Turnsky not able to get his hit. Quack able to push it further forward. There's a missed hit from LaCinco12 there. This is up. This is on.
I don't know what Kurt was doing, but you could tell he was out of beans and just had nothing going. Kazar, no time. Can
They
he
just
do
need to
something
knock this
special?
down.
Absolutely not. 3-2 game. LaCinco12 falls 2-1 here in Game 5. LaCinco12 unable to close out the series and gives hope to all of us that IFO is going to be in the Discord singing some Wonderwall here. I'm feeling it. We're going to get a game coming back as we have to switch servers.
Oh,
That one was
no.
fun. Another double-digit tally from LaCinco12, 12 shots, but they only found the back of the net 1 time. Wonderwall Black, 3 shots, but 2 goals. So you talk about efficiency. Turnt was able to turn it up, especially with his accuracy on his shots. Turnt, one of the most accurate shooters that I've seen play, got 2 clean house goals in the middle to give Wonderwall Black the 2-1 win.
I feel like what we're seeing from Wonderwall Black is sort of that they're a little bit of an egalitarian team in how they've. I think we've seen games where each one of them has been the person really pushing their team forward tonight, and I don't know if that continues, but it really doesn't look like you can pick one of them and say that's the guy. So I think that's probably a good thing that could really help with team chemistry going forward. And I mean, I was really ready to just say, "Oh, Kazar, that's the guy tonight." And on LaCinco12, no, it's been runs out most of tonight. So that's been an interesting sort of development.
Yeah, I think it's just the way that Wonderwall's playing. I do think that they're pinpointing taking Kazar out of the game. And again, he's going to get his. He had 5 shots. He just didn't find to get one of them home. He also had 3 demos, which were huge. They had their opportunities. It was just really, in my opinion, a lot better defense from Wonderwall. They had a 1-0 lead and really turned up their defense and were able to keep things out of the net there until just the last 30 seconds of that match there in Game 5.
All right. As we have our players coming in.
Game 6, 3-2 lead. LaCinco12, their second opportunity to close things out, but will Wonderwall Black sends us to a Game 7, the third straight Game 7, and the hope for a Difo singing Wonderwall in the Discord.
They still have to win, even if it's Game 7 and LaCinco12 wins.
It's over. It ends, right? That's it. They scored the opening goal. The Difo can put away the guitar.
It has been the trend, but I mean, trends get bucked. That's we can't lock it down. I need my storylines.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see the comeback here as Turn loses that 50 on the kickoff.
LaCinco12, yep, they do start off. They do have that starting momentum, and yeah, it just feels like, you know, you come back, you get that second, and you're way closer, and just runs out, doing crazy shit right now. Turnsky trying to put it in the center. That's a really good hit from him. Mesmer leaving this
looking for another
Turnsky.
one. Oh, his third goal in the last 2 games. It's Turnsky doing all the work as Devin. That was just such a hard touch. Playing so smart as Kazar went up the back wall, and it looked like Turn saw it at the last minute and pinched it down low.
Yeah, Devin doesn't have a very good touch there. It's a little too weak. It's just right there in front of the goal, giving it to him, and we're back even here. Quack gonna try to keep that in the center, but Kazar able to push it forward. What's he gonna do? Oh my God!
Oh no!
It wasn't on! Vigil thought it was on!
Kazar with the flip reset, bounces it off a turn. Oh, I think Kazar was gonna put it home either way, but that's just such a tough own goal to give up. Now 3 goals scored overall, less than 45 seconds into Game 6.
Yeah, LaCinco12 is playing like gonna win the league sort of level right now. I don't want to curse them, but Wonderwall!
Vigil! Cinema, put it on the board. Cinema here in Game 6.
Cinema.
Maz just said not cinema. Nope, it's cinema. Buy your tickets, get your popcorn. 2-2 game, 4 goals scored. We had such a defensive game in Game 5, and it has been nothing but goals here, not even a minute into Game 6.
Absolutely, and I mean, Jesus. We have a wonderful game here tonight. It looked at first like it was going to be Wonderwall's night. Things get turned around. LaCinco12 a little bit on the front foot, and then Wonderwall is able to come back. I mean, this has been so back and forth. We have some pretty evenly matched teams tonight.
Oh, it's been such a great game, and I think we knew it was going to be a good game. I think there was maybe a favorite as Devin. Oh, Vigil was just able to stretch out and get that. Quack knocks it away from what was a wide open
Nice
LaCinco12 player. Couldn't see who it was, but Turnsky's going to play this one and gets an okay 50 to knock it away from Kazar.
They're keeping the pressure up, though. Kazar, oh my God!
Oh, just such a nasty play. And I think this is one of those games that you just fully appreciate people that have mechanical abilities. Not myself. Open goals scare me.
No, I'm diamond, and my mechanics are not the reason I'm that high. As Vigil gonna push this up. Quack getting around.
Oh my!
It's in the center. What can Turnsky do? Runs out, going
Turnsky
for
ran
it.
out of
Nobody's
means.
able
Vigil,
to get
another
it.
one.
Vigil.
Knocked a 50-50 from Kazar. Kazar's about to do something here. Watch out, Quack. Another bounce, another hop, but Vigil's able to keep it away as he got it past Quack, but not Vigil at the end. Just such a good game. We've had 4 goals in the first minute of this one. No goals throughout the next part of this one as this one's sent upfield. Quack, awkward touch.
God.
Oh no, Devin the chance puts it in the middle. This one's knocked away again by Quack, cleaning up his mess.
Turnsky needs to do something here. He gets it up. This is pressure now. Turnsky!
Oh, Turnsky with a touch play!
Quack! Oh, Vigil misses too!
Turn misses.
Oh, they have to reset!
The trifecta of misses as Kazar hits it off the backboard. Runs out,
misses
can't
too!
do it. The cinema.
Everybody's out of sorts, both teams. They're all over the place.
Turn, looking for the soft touch. He gets it up to Quack. Quack met in the middle by Devin. Kazar, no boost. Gonna be looking for a 50 as they don't know that he's down on it. Devin
Quack
knocked away by
pushing it up.
Quack. Kazar looking for the full beans. He picks it up, runs out, knocks it to the corner. Good 50 leaves it. Turn. Oh, the net may have been open if it wasn't from the play of runs out.
That's a beautiful 50 from Runzow, and if he doesn't do that, things get really scary for his team. Turnsky pushing this up. What can Vigil do on the backboard?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, what a pass, what a 50. I almost lost my breath there. Great pass from Turnt, great hit from Vigil. Vigil cleans it up as runs out, needs to eat his extra bowl of Wheaties as he got powered out of this one. Wonderwall Black, 1:08 away from taking us to a Game 7, the third straight Game 7 as Vigil. One-on-one with Runs Out. Runs out with a key defensive play now to the final minute.
One of the craziest things about that goal is Runzout nearly gets the save despite having to like back into it and backflip. This is a wonderful game. Mesmer has to come in and do something there. Kazar has an open net. What can Quack and Vigil do?
Oh,
Quack is able to make the save.
That recovery from Quack was so key as Vigil knocks it down to the field. Into the corner, neither player on Wonderwall Black has any boost as Devin sends it back upfield. Vigil meets it off the wall, sends it. It's going right to Kazar. What will Kazar do? Is he above Turnt? Gets the 50, puts it in the middle.
Oh my god.
Dangerous pass knocked away at the last second by Vigil. What a play to keep it away from Devin.
Absolutely amazing intervention there from Vigil, who without any boost keeps this game alive from going right back down to a tie for them. And they just need 7 seconds. What a shot!
All the way down, another goal from Turnt, his second of the match, clinches it. Ladies and gents, the impossible. This game was 3-1 done and dusted, and Turnt, the crossfield snipe, with 4 seconds on the clock, is gonna send us to our Game 7, the third consecutive in this tournament. Minnesota Black, this game is whack. My goodness.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, that is cinema. You can't not say it. Like...
Cinema, Picasso, beautiful painting, just such a great game. You talk about shutting down a great player. Kazar had multiple one-on-one opportunities, and it felt like Vigil was there every single time. And then at the other end, Vigil and Turnt turning up the heat offensively, sending us to a Game 7. Vigil with such hot play, he's having to restart his Rocket League, getting us set for, man, I didn't think we were going to be here, but man, I could just hear Wonderwall in the back of my ears right now being played by a Difo. I mean, I'm ready for this.
And after Game 4, it really felt like this game was over. You know, we had 3-1. LaCinco12 was running away from this.
You looked at a game that was 3-1, but a game where at 3-2, they got the first goal so early in that. And, you know, we made fun of giving up the first goal and who's going to win, blah, blah, blah. But it's so disheartening in a game to give up a goal that quick. And to be able to bounce back like they did, in my opinion, was really impressive in how they can force this to Game 7.
Absolutely, and we are headed to Champions Field. Vigil apparently crashed, so we are waiting on him, but I am excited for this Game 7.
We look at Coach Byrne has rejoined the chat here. Doughboy in the house. Doughboy cheering on his loons. We look back at, man, just Quack. 6 saves in that game. So impressive from Wonderwall Black. And just the drama has just been there. Like, we have seen so much in this tournament. And you look at even the games that have been 4-0. I mean, we talked about yours last night. 4-0 was such a close game. But, man, here we go for Game 7.
It was close, but it wasn't this close. This is crazy. The back and forth is just it's so fun to watch. I feel like I'm watching RLCS right now. I'm loving it.
Mechanical abilities have sure been there to make it feel, I would say, like a minor league RLCS. You know, like the kids that get drawn in, like myself, to play with a pro and feel good about themselves. But you know what? We're here, Game 7. Let's enjoy it.
Kazar hitting up. Vigil, easy little bump. We're feeling each other out again. What is the feeling of this game? I mean, the momentum you would have to say is with Wonderwall, but you have no idea until something happens, and nothing has happened yet. Quack gonna push that up. Mesmer, weird touch there, but runs out. Oh, that's a bad touch from him. Vigil put it across, but Quack is not far enough forward.
You look at one of these games, and you know it's so cliche to say how important a first goal is for obvious reasons, but you talk about a game where does LaCinco12, do they have some nerves? I think it'll be interesting to watch them at the very end. Nope. Devin says nope. I'm not nervous. I'm gonna put this in the back of the net, and we're gonna once again first goal of the game. This one 57 seconds in of this game 7. They're gonna be playing with the lead. It seems all familiar.
I think he heard you.
Yeah, he said
he heard you. He was like, I'll show you nerves.
I think he just really doesn't want to hear Idifo singing. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him. No one wants to hear me sing either.
Idifo has a lovely voice, but I don't know how good it's going to be drunk. And if he's doing that, he's probably going to be drunk.
Oh, Vigil with a chance, hits it high.
Over.
Quack knocked away by Kazar. Kazar with such a great save there as LaCinco12 is able to keep their 1 goal advantage with a beautiful save almost in the back of their net.
Mesmer pushing. That was a great shot.
Oh,
Quack trying to get it out of his own end.
That's dangerous area to have the ball on top of your hood from Vigil, but Vigil got away with it.
That's going to let them get out of the pressure. Quack pushing forward, wins the 50. What can Turnsky do? He shoots!
Crossbar is his nemesis. What a shot.
Oh, that's beautiful from Quack, though.
Oh, such a great goal from Quack. Kazar with a little bit of a weird touch off the corner. Seems like he got bumped off the boost, and Quack takes advantage, sends it home. I mean, it had to be tied at this point in the match, right?
Yeah, I mean, this might be too early to say, but I mean, we got game 7. What else does this game need to be like one of the best of all time? Overtime. We need some overtime, baby.
Mr. Doughboy bringing one of my favorite lines from Mr. Gordon Bombay. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth, the all-time great of my childhood. I'm a hockey fan, so I'm a big Mighty Ducks fan. I know, awkward time to talk about that.
I am too old for that, or I'm too young for that, and also not big into hockey, but I'm sure it's funny.
Somehow you hurt my soul like 4 times today.
I'm Gen Z.
Oh, man. Runs out. We're just going to pass by that and continue on this one. Runs out, and you look at Devin, right? And Vigil down the field! No! Kazar takes advantage. There were some things that you have to be 18 or over to watch down and low, and Kazar pays no attention to that, finds the back of the net, and puts the pressure back on Wonderwall Black. 2-1 lead here in Game 7.
Yeah, Vigil misses that save, and I mean, it's a hard one to make anyway, but this is so back and forth, and Vigil, that's a really good push-up. It's not going to go in, but they're putting the pressure on now. What can they do? Turnsky's going to get this pass. Vigil gets a touch there. Quack. Can't
ball's
see
in the middle. Nothing there.
Turnsky.
Swinging a miss. Was that Turnsky that came across and gave that ball a cold?
Absolutely. Turnsky's going to try to push here. Oh, it's so awkward for them now.
Oh, a great 50 by Turn as that one goes in the corner. Vigil's not going to be able to play it as Devin hits it straight in the air. Kazar tries to do something. Nothing going
Open
from
for
him.
Vigil.
This is a shot. Makes it awkward. Oh, my goodness. Runs out. He dove. It didn't look like he did what everybody hates in the game, the accidental backflip. What happened? He did. Was not able to get in the air, and we are all tied up. Cinema. Put it in the chat, folks. Cinema. In Game 7.
We got a Feels backflip man, too. Turnsky trying to get it across.
The Feels black is good. So rough.
As Quack can't make that 50, but Turnsky is back there to get rid of it. Mesmer looking for a shot.
Devin. Just nobody saw him there. That would have been absolutely massive. Oh, a miss! Another miss! The only one back is Quack. Kazar
was in the wrong position.
Looking to do some dirty things, but he's met in the air by Quack, who Kazar looking for the nasty fake, but was unable to come down on it.
Vigil pushing it up. They get out of that pressure. We're still 2-2. 1 minute left to go.
Oh,
Vigil not able to get on that. What
Seven.
can Quack turn
Oh
into? Runs out!
Oh my goodness, the Runzal show strikes again, and you absolutely have to feel for Wonderwall to give up a goal like that with a minute to go.
It's a bit of a double commit up there, too. You have two Wonderwall players going for it, and we'll see what they can do in 47 seconds.
Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Turn, meeting Devin in the middle. Quack with a good touch. It's going to be awkward out the corner.
Turn needs to do something here.
Oh,
no.
Looks like it's wide. 30 seconds to go. Vigil hits it to Quack. Quack sits in the middle.
From Quack.
Dangerous ball. Kazar knocks it away. Turn with the shot. Unable to get around on it. Yeah, I felt a little, my old teammate Caesar there. And immediately was like, oh, wrong sport. Wrong team. Oh. Devin.
And that looks like it might be it.
Devin broke our hearts. Devin just prevented Wonderwall being played by a Difo. A Game 7 absolute dagger to the heart. His second goal might just be the series clincher with 14 seconds left.
And the only way to win this now for Wonderwall would be a kickoff goal. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen. As Kazar knocks this out to end it, can they get another goal is really the only question left. Kazar is going to be, or Devin is going to be able to. We end 2-5.
The hat trick hero for the Supporters Gaming League. What an absolute great match here on Rocket League. Supporters Gaming League Season 10.5. LaCinco12 advancing to the winner's bracket, upper bracket semifinal on an absolute beautiful game. Devin with the hat trick, but it was Kazar with that first goal that it was just so beautiful, and Wonderwall Black unable to do anything from there.
I think they're going to do amazing in that bottom bracket, though, and I think we're going to see them make a long run because LaCinco12 is one of the best teams in the league, and I think LaCinco12 has a good chance of going the entire way. I think Wonderwall Black also have a chance of going the entire way. These seemed like two top-tier teams tonight.
I definitely think it's one of those things where every single team, it seems like, except for, I guess, the one team knocked out, awkward, seems like they're going to have something to say on this. But you look at LaCinco12 now advancing into that upper final. They're going to wait Chrome and Matador's winner, who, like, if I've been watching teams, I may pick that side, but watching the way that LaCinco played tonight, especially the way that their chemistry, you saw them mid-season last year in Season 10 really pick things up. And for Wonderwall Black to play as well as they did, I would not be surprised if we see Wonderwall Black play their way through up until, hey, lower semifinal, lower final, wherever that may be. But, man, LaCinco12 really looked good tonight, like you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, and Runs Out is just in the right place every single time. And that is not something I was expecting us to see. Oh, we're going to see some lovely, amazing little aerials from Kazar, and but Runs Out, it really was his show. It was his game. And Devin had some great plays, and I mean, they're just doing shit the right way, essentially. It's just when that's open, they take it.
Yeah, the one bit of sad news, we will not have any post-game interviews tonight, so we probably look towards the future. I feel like there's another important game tonight. What else we have going on tonight, Andrea?
I mean, we have a Sounders game tonight. I don't think we have another SGL game
Any
tonight.
more SGLs? No more SGLs? Maybe I'm just making things up tomorrow. I know that we will have a great one.
Tomorrow.
We have tomorrow night, Chrome and Matador. No, I was thinking tonight, but I guess not. I know we have Chrome and Matador. Luis was talking last night, like they're going to be playing tomorrow night. That's going to be, if you're looking at a game to tune in on, I mean, every game, obviously, in the SGL at this point has been great. We've had 3 consecutive Game 7s, but that one tomorrow night is going to be a technical masterpiece, in my opinion. I think we're going to see a really good matchup between Luis, Caesar, Wicca, some of those guys, and then Chrome on the other side. They look so good in their opener against Rebellion that is going to be really a back and forth affair tomorrow night.
And I mean, shout out, EC Defiance, I believe, is playing Los Verdes tomorrow. I don't know if that will also be streamed, but Los Verdes has had a lot of trouble getting games. They could. EC Defiance, they're they were like making a push towards the top of the league towards the end there, and just weren't able to have enough time left last season to get it done because they won against Rebellion, and then it was like, well, you're too many points behind, and there's only like 1 week left. But they're definitely top tier in championship, I think, and it's gonna be fun to watch their bracket run as well.
Yeah, where we are here, 10.5 for those tuning in. We are obviously now here in the post-game show. No interviews here tonight. Here in the Supporters Gaming League, this is a little bit of a bracket style season here in 10.5. Make sure you are following us along on the Twitch. I saw someone commenting to see if they wanted to get involved. If you want to join in on the Discord, it's a great community to be a part of. We are all supporters of various MLS squads, international squads. Obviously, we will have a lot to say and a lot to talk about as the World Cup comes up. I think we need to do like some sort of like bracket World Cup show, something like that. I know that a lot of us will be going to games, other than Andrea, who wants to stick with the MLS action and is sad that that's going to be missing. NWSL action full pace. The crowds of that have just been absolutely awesome to watch. I'm super excited. I know this is a random shout out and way in the future, but we have a new stadium actually opening in the DFW area that is going to be hosting the CONCACAF Championship for the women's national team in November and December. So that's really cool to look forward to. Yes, we are all fans of the game all the way across the board. MLS, Women's Soccer League, college soccer. Shoot, I love watching the college soccer, college soccer, commentate college soccer. So this is a great community to be a part of here in the Supporters Gaming League. Make sure you do join our server, be a part of it. Andrea, I think you joined last year as well, right? Like both of us are pretty new to this.
You don't have to join.
It's awesome.
Yeah. What I mean is you don't have to join like 10 years ago to feel like a part of it.
Oh, absolutely not. I joined in and it was like Luis, Maz, obviously y'all, pretty much every single crew all the way around the block is just so nice to be able to get along with and talk soccer with, to watch hopefully, hey, I'm not going to say anything, a certain team win the Premier League this season that hasn't won in a while. That would be exciting too to do as a part of a group, and so that's really exciting. And with that said, we're going to talk a little bit back here about what the bracket looks like now that we have things updated.
Let's look at that Prem bracket.
There we go. Look at that. Officially, LaCinco12 into that upper final, waiting tomorrow's winner between Chrome and Matador. You talk about LaCinco12 and their technicality. What do you think gives them a good chance in that upper final?
I mean, they've just had great combo play. They're playing great together. They were another thing that I think is a great show of who they are is being able to weather a storm like this. Like, they did not collapse. They had sort of a shift in momentum and they locked it right back down. And any team that can do that against a team as good as what we saw Wonderwall Black play, I think will go far.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where obviously we're in this shortened season, this bracket season. I oddly, this is a weird time to say this, but I really look forward to see what Wonderwall Black would do throughout a season because their chemistry was growing. They were playing well together. They were getting shots. They took one of the best teams in the league to Game 7. But LaCinco12, like you said, Kazar, just the way he played technically was so good. But just the team supporting him. You look at what Devin did. You look at just the whole team support. And what's crazy, I think this is the first time I've seen it in an SGL match, at least that I've been doing, where we didn't see a single sub throughout the whole match. It was 3-on-3 the whole time. And that's so tough to play because you're seeing the same people every time, the same team, same style. I don't think that's easy to play against.
No, it really isn't. And I do think that like it to not have that in your toolbox, I feel like can also just be like, do we want to make a sub? Maybe something we're doing is wrong, but both teams are able to sort of shift momentum without making any changes. And so it's just a difference in the way they play. And that's a really hard adjustment to make.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, we don't know. You don't know who, if there's just weren't people available. Everybody obviously has things going on. We have people at MLS matches tonight tuning in, Adifo, who we are very sad we're not going to seeing Wonderwall because we got our hearts broken by LaCinco12 on that one. But Wham's on that squad is too, and you don't know. You get Wham into the mix, what that chemistry will be, but it looked good right off the bat, and that'll be certainly interesting to watch as we see Wonderwall Black will drop down into the quarterfinal of the lower bracket, and they'll take on KC Cauldron. That is a good team. You talk about Casey Cauldron, and they went toe-to-toe with Rebellion yesterday. That Rebellion squad, again, they had no business, in my opinion, playing in Championship last year. They were just so good. And that was such a great match. You hate to see Rebellion already out, but Casey Cauldron played so well last night. And they're going to be able to step into the next one. But hey, look at this. We have a late commentator jinx on myself. I said we weren't going to have any interviews, but we are actually going to have Vigil joining us for Wonderwall Black, his initial interview for Wonderwall Black. Vigil, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
Oh, we just watched an absolute beautiful match. I know you came up on the wrong end of a game
really?
7.
Who was playing?
Hey, it is what it is. It was a good one to watch.
No, it was a good game. Team played pretty well. But LaCinco is a really strong team, and you got to give them a lot of credit. KSR is really, really tough to play against, and Runsa is a phenomenal player. They had this other guy. I didn't really like. No, I'm kidding. Mesmar was also really, really good. It's a really well-rounded team, and I can see why they won their last matchup, and I can see why they won this one too. They play really well.
So, how often have you guys played with each other before this? We were kind of curious about that.
Probably like 2 sessions or 3 sessions, including like the 30 minutes of rank we played before this one and got absolutely stomped at. But yeah, it's tough playing on a new team. Everyone's kind of trying to figure themselves out, and but I thought the team had pretty good comms, and we were doing our best to kind of help each other out. And if we double committed, we tried to make sure that we could clean up and not make it an even bigger mistake. So yeah, a couple times, but hopefully we didn't look too disoriented out there.
You said you played ranked a little bit. Your first problem was playing ranked with Turnt, just a guy that will pretty much drop your rank anytime that you're playing threes with him. But jokes aside, you guys, an interesting play tonight. You don't see too much in SGL where you have 3-on-3 be the same guys. Did that add any toughness, or was there familiarity saying, oh, okay, it's going to be the same 3 every single time? Do you think that helped or hurt you guys tonight?
Do you mean for them or for us?
For both teams.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was, it was nice. And a lot of the leagues, the 3v3 leagues that I've played in, typically teams tend to have 3 starters and 1 person on the bench. And so I prefer that kind of familiarity because you can kind of make these little adjustments and tweaks. And, you're not worried about if you whiff the ball, you might get subbed out or anything like that. So from an own team perspective, I definitely do prefer the 3, same players. And I think on their end too, right? Like after a few games, you could see we were making some adjustments against them and trying to play KSR in a slightly different way and trying to take runs off the ball and, trying to play around both of those players. So I think it helped us, but, it also let KSR continue to heat up, which, as you can tell, was a problem for us. So yeah, definitely some pros, but also some cons.
All right, last one from my side, and then Andrea can close things up here. You guys fall into the lower bracket, but it seems like things are set up where you guys can make a good run there. You're going to face some good teams. Obviously, every team throughout the Premier is pretty good, and it's going to be difficult to play against. But what are you looking for as this team kind of develops and kind of grows into this tournament and your chances throughout that lower bracket?
Yeah, look, I think it's, comes down to just improving, both individually and as a unit as well, right? Like, I know all 3 of us as players are A, really good players, but B, also kind of came away from that game feeling like, oh, there was, one little thing I could have done better, one little thing that, one little chance we want to have back. I know I shot very many balls with my grandma's purse into anything but the net. So, I now I need to go and hit Paquito's shooting pack for a long time. But yeah, I think as we improve and as we get more comfortable with each other, I give us a good shot to make a run through the lower bracket. And, I'm confident we've got a good squad. And I think above everything, those guys are super fun to play with. At no point, I mean, you guys saw second game we got beat like 6-1 or something. At no point were the vibes down, and none of us are RLCS pros, so that's all you can hope for, just good vibes and a good time, which I had. So.
Oh, I know. We have Playboy on our team, so we know about those 6-0 losses.
looking forward, what are you looking for out of this tournament? Is it like we're gonna try to go to all the way? Like, are you just trying to take every game as it is, or?
Well, I thought about retiring after that ceiling bench I scored on Kesar. So it doesn't get any better than that for me. But I mean, yeah, look, we'd love to get ourselves into the finals, and if we see LaCinco again, we'd love to get a rematch there. But we're gonna take one game at a time, and hopefully hit the soccer ball well and get ourselves some wins. So yeah, I'm excited. This is my first season in SGL, and so far it's been shaping up to be a lot of fun. So hoping the good vibes continue.
All
Hey,
right,
Vigil.
you want to?
Yep. Shout out time.
At
right.
time. I like to shout out gas prices. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Just the Minnesota org, Doughboy who brought us into the league, Plaque and Turn who are fantastic teammates, and everyone else on the team, and then rest of Minnesota United and my boy Alex Schmur. Let's go. So that's all I got.
Well, we appreciate you, Vigil. Thanks for joining in tonight. Despite the loss, the Game 7 was exciting to watch from at least our vantage point. So good luck, these guys, the rest of the season. And sorry you have to play the rest of the way with Turn.
Sorry, you have to play with me. Thanks, guys. See y'all later.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap it up here as we close things up. Looking through the chat, we've seen a couple updates. It looks like FSD Chrome and El Matador have not been scheduled just yet. So originally they were talking tomorrow night. That one looks like it's going to move over to possibly Monday. We will see. But we'll update you guys. If you guys are not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the Twitch. Make sure you join the SGL, the Supporters Gaming League Discord, so you make sure you get updates. Anytime we do go live, we get a post in our announcements letting you guys know who's going to be live. And if you're wanting to take part in this league, get a part of the community, like we've said all along, it's a great one to be a part of. We have a lot of exciting things ahead this summer when it comes to the game and the sport. And obviously, big news with Bacchus Mod coming back this week, so obviously big things for Rocket League. But yeah, final thoughts, Andrea, from tonight's match?
Well, I didn't know Bacchus Mod was coming back, but
it is back.
Yeah.
You can update. Be careful. There were some crashes, but they are actually working with Rocket League, which is amazing.
All right. Well, we will see. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for my Sounders, although we did just get scored on. So
There's that. It's okay.
Well, it's been a great night of SGL. Wonderful game. 7-game series. Just sort of wonderful back and forth between, I think, what are going to become two of the best teams in the league. So it's good night. It's a good night.
All right, I like hearing it, and we will tune in next time. Obviously, be paying attention to the channel when the rest of this week's schedule gets up and going. That's it for us here tonight. I'm Anomaly, here joined by Andrea. We had a great match between LaCinco12 and Wonderwall back, as I can't even talk to end this thing out. Another Game 7, 3 Game 7s in a row. SGL's out. Thanks, everybody.